Because we are so close, I can tell you more than I would tell my normal mom and not feel judged or...
Oh, I'm judging you. Just kidding. I'm not, you can.
Hi, I'm Sage, and this is my coworker Cassidy. And this is KMS Beyond Hair. For today, we're going to blow out Cassidy's hair straight while we tell you about some of our fun antics and adventures together while we work.
Do you remember the day that I convinced you to do hair?
Yeah, vividly, because...
What did you say you were gonna do instead?
Work at my local grocery store.
I would say we're, at times best friends. I'm your mom sometimes. And then the umbrella is the boss,
It's the whole pyramid scheme. Every day, you're my boss, but you don't know what role you gotta play. I was not expecting to travel as much as we do, even though, you told me to get my passport and everything, but
it was a job requirement.
It was a job requirement. 2 weeks in, was at that store getting that passport.
What do you think out of all of our travel trips was the craziest one, or the that made you like, oh wow, this is what life's gonna be?
I actually am gonna have to say when we went camping in Tennessee and we spent the time together in a tent. We were off the grid until we went up for the continental breakfast served by our clients that invited us to go on this trip.
Yeah, but we were in a tent by the water up until then. You hadn't been on a plane since your senior year when you got in. But then your first travel experience with me was when we were in the Fort Lauderdale airport.
First time flying in 5 years, and I was so nervous, and there was a bomb threat in our terminal that we directly flew into. And so we were being herd like cattle, and I was just like, is this how flying is like these days? Because I didn't know, since everything was oriented for me when I went the last time. And you're like, no. And thank God we had the best taxi driver who waited for us to find him in going through the overpass and wait for us because we were refugees with our luggage.
So the product that I really like to use is the THERMASHAPE straightening cream. This is going to really make sure that there is a lot of memory to this style. So you have learned a lot being here in the hair world, but one of the things that we talk about all the time is all the things unhair related that you have learned because you have been here and with me since, the womb, basically.
3 things that stick out to me immediately. So strange, but babies cannot drink water. Some pregnant client in here or something, I don't know. And then you're like, yeah, you didn't know that? Nope, no one didn't get the memo. Pickle juice cures hangovers.
That is facts. I remember you almost throwing up the first pickleback that you took.
But I do enjoy them now.
But now I love them.
I do enjoy them. And the last thing was I learned how to pump gas when we drove home from Connecticut.
Yeah, and not only about pumping gas, but you'd never been to a rest stop before, which I was like, what is going on?
My parents don't let us stop. We got a point A to point B, no in between.
Yeah. What would you say is your bond with the clients that we have here?
Our clients love how real and raw and honest that we are with them.
Yeah, like we've cried with many of our clients in here and
shared really sad stories.
If you're having a bad day, everyone is sharing, and the whole thing is like you're at your best friend's house.
And that really forces the bond that I feel like is so special for us and our specific clientele.
So now that we have finished this blowout, we want to make sure that it's going to last for at least the next 3 days. So what we're going to apply on is our HAIRSTAY Anti-Humidity Seal. And this way she'll be fully protected from anything outside in the environment.
I hope you guys liked learning about the adventures of me and Cassidy. If you want to see more content, make sure you check out the KMS YouTube page.